Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Erin. I am a urology intern or first year resident, and today I'm going to be doing a video about something that has taken up way too much of my time recently, as I'm sure it has yours during the pandemic, and that is TikTok. I feel like I have become obsessed with it. I try to watch it as little as possible during the day, but it's incredibly entertaining, and my attention span is so short now that I can just watch the 10-second clips and that's all I need. So I've been watching it a lot, and there are a lot of really good medical creators on TikTok, and I find their content so funny. So I thought I would do a reaction to some of these medical TikToks and see if they're accurate and see just kind of what they're referring to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump in. All right, first one. Okay, that is literally so true. I know I've told this story before on my previous channel, but when I was a first year medical student, I convinced myself that I had MS, and it was funny at the time. I mean, it was funny now, but it was very stressful at the time. And you convince yourself that you have literally every single thing you study. I had a friend who convinced herself she had an autoimmune disease. Like, people convince themselves that they have every single thing that we study, because a lot of these things are so non-specific. It's like, oh, fatigue, and you're like, I'm tired. So that happens all the time, and it's hilarious.
Thought we would mix it up, asking my non-medical friends medical questions. Here we go. Sophie, what does sinus tachycardia mean to you? Sinus tachycardia? I don't fucking know. Okay, watch the profanity. Redemption question. What is the difference between diabetes 1 and 2? One you get when you're born and one you get when you eat too much sugar. That's good enough, Sophie. Good job. What's a healthy blood pressure, Marilyn? 120? Over what? 60. You know what? That's good enough. Even it out. Marilyn, say I got a myocardial infarction. Do you know what that means? I don't know. Something.
Okay, this is hilarious because I feel like when you're in medicine, you forget how little people who haven't spent 10 years studying medicine actually know about medicine, which is, I mean, fair enough. What do I know about law or like business or anything? But it's funny because I feel like we live this every day, and I talk to like all my medical friends about it. It's all we talk about, and it's kind of like a different language. Like, you start to speak in a different language. And whenever I try to explain stuff to like my family or my boyfriend or my friends, they have to like be like, okay, wait, stop, what's a nephrectomy? Like, I was trying to explain like a story, and they were like, okay, wait, what's a nephrectomy? What's hypotension? What's tachycardia? And I'm like, okay, I have to like learn how to do this in layman's terms. But I feel like that's important too, because it's easy to forget when you're talking to patients. I feel like it's actually easier to remember when you're talking to patients because you're like in that mindset, but when you're talking to your friends, you're just trying to like tell the story and get it out, and so you use the language that you're used to using like when you're talking to your colleagues and stuff. But it's making me realize now that when I tell these stories, people probably understand about 50% of what I'm saying, and they're just too polite to ask me to clarify.
I'm not kind of the. Wait, he stuck a what up his? A top hat? Oh, one of the little pieces from Monopoly. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, anatomically that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Okay, I'll be by later. Okay, bye. Hey, come on in.
Okay, paused it because that does happen in urology. People stick stuff up their urethra a lot. Never heard of a Monopoly piece, but like nails, or I think there was a fork I've heard of. Lot of different things that people will insert into their urethras.
Does that happen often? Nah, it's usually either the wheelbarrow or the rocking horse. No, I mean sticking things up the, you know. Oh, yeah. As long as there have been penises, there have been men willing to stick things up into them. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. You're gonna be fine. We actually don't examine that many penises in urology. Really? No. We see so many penises, like an aggressive number of penises. Hey, doc.
This is also so true. I feel like, again, you just become so desensitized to it, but the number of like penises, urethras, vaginas I see every day would freak a lot of people out, but it is extremely common and honestly the only thing I look at sometimes.
I'm sorry to bother you. I got a consult for you. Bill, come on, buddy. None of us can get the Foley in. Nurses, residents, med students. Well, what about that guy? That's Tony. He's with maintenance. Yeah, he can stake a drain.
Also, this is so true. I feel like as urologists, obviously we get consulted on difficult Foleys all the time, but we hate to be known as like the difficult Foley service, and so we literally love to have everyone try. Like if you call us and say like, oh, like one person tried one time, they couldn't put this in, we're like, try again. But if you're calling us and being like, the nurse tried, the resident tried, like someone else tried, we're like, okay, we'll come, because we know that you actually put in an effort and that, you know, you weren't just like calling us immediately. Or like sometimes we'll get a call and they're like, one time I got a call and I was like, oh, the nurses don't want to put this in because the guy has BPH. And I was like, that's literally the main reason people have to have Foleys put in. That no, like you have to try to put a Foley in. So that's how to win major points with a urology resident, is like just say that you've had a bunch of people try. Please actually do have a bunch of people try, but at least pretend like you really did try before you call us for a difficult Foley.
Hey, congrats on getting your accounting degree. Thanks. Did you get a job yet? Well, I'm applying for my additional training right now. You need additional training even though you already have your degree? Yeah, it's a paid job, but it's under the supervision of a fully trained accountant. Oh, it's paid at least? That's good. Yeah, but we have to work close to 80 hours a week and it's a lot of holidays. Lots of overtime pay at least? No. No? I think the pay comes out to less than minimum wage. Jeez. Well, at least it's short term, I bet. What is it, an extra year of training? 3, actually. Oh. As many as 7, honestly. I'm still trying to decide. 7? And that's if I don't want to do an additional level of training beyond that. You're going to do this here in town? If I'm lucky. Have you gotten any job offers yet? Oh, no, they don't give job offers. They don't give... I rank my preferences and enter those into a computer program, and whatever it spits out is where I have to go. What if you don't want to go there? Yeah, that's not really an option. I guess you just end up applying to a few places around here to make sure you end up somewhere you want to be? Then I might not get a training position at all. But this is required training, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty much the only chance I have of paying back the $200,000 in debt that I've accumulated from earning the degree. Do they give you free parking at least? Sometimes free lunch. There you go. It's usually pizza though. But I love it.
Okay, so again, very true and very interesting when applied to the context of any other profession. I feel like as people who like go into medicine and want to go into medicine, it just seems commonplace. Like, okay, I'll finish college, then I'll finish 4 years of medical school, I'll get my MD degree, then I'll do X number of years of residency, then possibly X number of years of fellowship, then become a fully trained doctor. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, you're like not making a lot of money, you're working crazy hours, you work like all these holidays, your friends are going out on weekends and you're working weekends. And it's like very commonplace in medicine, but if you thought about it in any other profession, it sounds insane. And I understand why it's necessary in medicine, right? Like these are big stakes that we're playing with, but I think it's sometimes underappreciated or glamorized, the lifestyle that you lead, when actually it's kind of rough. And also just like the whole process of applying to residency, again, is crazy. The fact that you apply to I applied to like 90 places for residency, you get X number of interviews, you have to pay money to go on these interviews, then you like rank these places and you don't get to pick, you don't get like offers and you get to pick, you get matched at a place that you then have to go to because by entering like your rank list, it's like a binding contract that you're entering, and you like could get like the 15th choice and then you can't turn it down. And you might not even match, and then you have to go through the whole thing again and find something to do in that year. It's just like, the whole process is insane, and I feel like, again, we're so used to it that we like, you know, get kind of indoctrinated into this, but yeah, from an outside perspective, pretty wild.
Hey.
Okay, I know I've already done this guy, but he is my favorite, one of my favorite medical TikTokers. I think all of his stuff is so funny, so here we go again.
EMS brought in this guy. BP's crashing. Max less than 50. Is his O2 stat okay? ABG shows a PCO2 greater than 70. PMH or COPD? No, but PE in the setting of DVT with underlying IPF. What's his GCS? 3. Pending CTH, maybe MRI. Are you worried about SAH? Or ICH? ICP for sure. How's the BMP? Sugar's 500. DKA or HHS? Either would explain his AKI on CKD. K okay? Low. Getting D5 half with KCL. So what's the DDX? MI? Trope is 1.2. Could be NSTEMI. Yeah, he's got CAD, status was PCI with prior CABG and HFrEF. Is he on DAPT? Yeah, the CBC isn't great. MCV? Low. RDW? High. Maybe check a CTAP soon. Yeah, and his fever's got me worried about SPP. Really? Failed OLT in 2017, contracted HCV and couldn't get SBR. HCV times 2? OLT was for ALF due to APAP-OD. WTF?
So it's funny because I understood that, but for others, it seems like a foreign language. That's hilarious because a lot of the acronyms used in medicine, it varies based on the specialty, and I've had this problem a lot. Like sometimes I'll read heart failure notes, like if we get consulted for someone who's on heart failure, I don't understand any of those abbreviations. It's like they use like the same abbreviations like BPH or something. I don't know if that's a specific one, but like we use BPH for like benign prostatic hyperplasia, right? They'll use it for something totally different. So you have to like change the context of what you're reading. And also like vascular, just stuff that you're not used to like reading all the time that have all these crazy acronyms. I'm sure we have some, although I don't feel like urology has too many crazy acronyms, but some of these other ones, it's like, I have to look up, I literally have to Google like whatever it is, medical abbreviation, so that I can actually figure out what these notes are saying. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. This was very fun for me. It was maybe a useful use of all my time on TikTok, although I kind of doubt it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. Leave what you want to see down below. I thought this was like a fun, not super medically related, although medically tangential video, but I will get back to regularly scheduled programming if that's what you guys prefer. Just let me know and I'll see you next time. Bye.